Coming up on Sports Weekly, the Cajon football team gets win number 1 on the season against Etiwanda. And guess what? So does San Bernardino Valley College. The Wolverines on the road against LA Valley College, and they get the job done. Plus, we'll have some girls flag football action, including Cajon taking on Yucaipa in their Citrus Belt League opener. And then we'll turn things over to volleyball. Indian Springs taking on Arrowhead Christian, and also SBVC taking on rival Riverside City College. All that and more on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. Welcome everyone to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. We're going to get some high school football. Oh, and Jaden Daniels, NFL opener for the Washington Commanders. All that coming up. But first, give this video a like. Subscribe to the Inland Empire Media Group YouTube channel, and we'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get to some high school football action. Now, we did have some Cajon versus Etiwanda highlights on Sports Weekly Live. That's our big high school football show. But now we've got bonus coverage because our guy, Josh Ali, was covering the game for us. Could not get the video back in time for our Sports Weekly Live show, but certainly we got it here for Sports Weekly. So let's go back out to Cajon High School. And this is brand new, fresh video as the Cajon Cowboys playing their home opener against Etiwanda in week number 2. Remember, in week 0, they lost on the road at Norco. Then they had a bye. Now they were playing their second game of the year, but their first one at home, trying to get a win against a very good Eagles team. Well, spoiler alert, Cajon would get the job done 34-19 with some key touchdowns late in this game. Let's check out some of the highlights between the Cowboys and the Etiwanda Eagles on IEMG. Weekly Live to a guy who used to be on Sports Weekly Live all the time. Quarterback Jayden Daniels from Cajon High School, well, making his season debut with the Washington Commanders of the NFL against the New York Football Giants. And here is the first touchdown pass of the season for Jayden Daniels, going to Zach Ertz as Washington won the game 21-6. And after the game, Jayden Daniels talking to the media about getting the big win, but he said, man, it was still kind of messy. They weren't great, but a win is a win. Here is Jayden Daniels.
We were sloppy, but it's always better to come out with a win than a loss, so we'll learn from that. I mean, it's always first game, jitters or whatever. You know, you're not going to be at your peak form in week one, and you don't want to, but it's little stuff that we got to clean up and be more attentive on, and we'll hit that in film and get ready for Green Bay on a short week. I mean, it's always good to get a win versus a division rival. So I would think we still got room to grow, but it's always good to start 1-0, and especially in the division too. We won a game, but we're on a short week now. We can't live off that high that we just did. We kind of got 24 hours to get over it, or really less than that, because we're on the Green Bay.
Already off to a great start in year number 2 for Jayden Daniels from Cajon High School. When we come back here on Sports Weekly Live on IEMG, girls flag football highlights. That's next when we come back.